Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to dive into this. And I'm going to screen share because I got really cool, created this presentation here a minute ago. Plus, it's going to keep me on track, hopefully. So I'm just going to start. So we're here. We're going to learn how to use ChatGPT. I'm no like professional ChatGPT person, but I can tell you I use it every single day. So for me, it's like one of those things, like if I don't have it anymore, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to teach a lot of tactics around how I use it, but I want to give you some basics because I did a class like this, and just signed up for some random thing. And I learned a few things from this guy. And I was like, oh, so with me, what I was doing before is I was just using a free version. So, but I just want to talk about what is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is state-of-the-art language model developed by OpenAI, which AI is becoming a new thing of the world. And in the next 5 years, our business, I think, is going to be totally different. And Todd's doing some cool AI stuff on his end with voice things. And so I just know it's coming. So we need to embrace it. So it's artificial intelligence to understand and generate human-like text based on the input it receives. Okay, so I'll talk about what input that looks like. The ChatGPT can answer questions, it can provide explanations, it can assist with writing, translate languages, and very, very much more. So that's a little bit about it. Okay. So here's the key features. Oh, see, look, I did Canva. I didn't even delete that, so don't look at that. Natural language of processing. So it understands and generates text in a conversational manner. It's very versatile, so it can be used in various applications such as customer service, content creation, education. I'll show you how I use it. And it's continually learning and improving over time. So they're constantly working on improvements over time on all of the ChatGPT stuff. So here's where it gets very specific. Okay, so I was using a free version before. And I learned that the free version, I was only getting a few things, and the output that I was getting was not as good as it could be. So there's different versions like ChatGPT 3.5, there's a 4.0, and then there's like a new 4.0 or something they call it now. So you want to use the most recent version of ChatGPT because it's going to have the most up-to-date information. So what happens is when you use ChatGPT, there's certain cutoff dates on those versions where it stops learning. When it stops learning, it's not learning what's on the internet anymore. So most recent things and data may not be most recent on the output. So you want to make sure that you're constantly on the most up-to-date ChatGPT version. So the improvements, it's enhanced understanding of context. It's got a better handling of complex queries, more accurate and coherent responses compared to the previous version. So that's pretty much what I just said. So we'll just keep going. All right, cool. So what do you get with the free version versus the paid version? This is really what I want to dive into. So it's $20 a month for the paid version. I'm a person, it's like if I can get it for free, I'd much rather do that, and I don't want to pay for anything, but this is something I was like $20 a month. It was well worth it for me, and I'll tell you why. Because you get an increased amount of usage, right? So you get a higher number of, like if you're using it, you can, what they'll allow per month. I get faster response times, priority access to the new features. So when those new versions come out, I immediately know about it. So I'm immediately allowed to use the new versions because I'm using that paid plan. And then I have greater flexibility to fine tune and customize the model for specific needs. So the free version that you're going to do, your free version, you're only going to get generic information. And it's not really going to learn you. So I can start to customize my ChatGPT, and it starts to learn who I am, how I want to speak, all the things that go into this with that. So if you have ChatGPT, I would go into it, and I'm going to show you what mine looks like so you can see exactly what this is. Let me share my other screen real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go live onto my ChatGPT, and I want to show you what I do. All right, so here's what I did. So when I did the ChatGPT and I went to the paid version, I realized that I could create my own GPTs. And so you're like, what the heck, Jenay? So yes, you see that I have mortgage guidelines here, and then I have one that's me. So I went in here and I'm going to edit this. So when I first set up, I went in here and I created what the content of who I am and what I want GPT to know about me, because I want it to talk like me. I want it to know the content that I put out there in whatever world I'm putting it out there, social media, responding to text, things like that. So I told ChatGPT I am a chief loan officer, right? And that I'm looking to communicate and how I want to communicate clear, the simple tone, making complex loan information easy to understand, right? So then I just kind of added some conversation starters in here of things that I might ask ChatGPT to answer for me. But here's really the nuts and the bolts of this. I was able to take, these are like different social media post or different things that I just put out there. And I uploaded all of this into ChatGPT so it could see content that I have already created and start to learn who I am of what information I'm putting out there. These right here are actual video files. So these are videos that I recorded and I would have, just uploaded them. One of them talks about cash credit income, the home loan consultation. I did one about down payment assistance. I just took some different videos that I had created over the last several weeks and I just had uploaded it in here because now it's hearing me and knowing what my language is like. So the more information that I could put in here, the better off I was to get started. Cool? All right. So now I went in and I said, okay, I wanted to add and create another GPT, and I created a GPT on mortgage guidelines. So this is where it gets fun, okay? So sometimes now you got to be careful because remember what I said is that it stops reading sometimes the most recent data. But I went in here and I was like, you know what? I want to be able to go, what's the guideline on manufactured housing permanent foundation? And I could type that in there and it could throw it out to me. Okay. And so what I did is I put in here, look up guidelines from the FHA 4001, and I put in the website that I wanted it to go to because I went to the PDF document. I took the most recent version of the 4001 and I put it in there because I'm trying to get it to read that most recent version. The other ones I just left it straight Fannie Freddie because those are online. Those are a little bit easier to find. And then USDA guidelines. So I just kind of gave it a little bit more specifics in here of what I wanted it to look like. Okay. So how do I use that in day to day? So like I can tell you, in the mortgage guidelines section, I don't know if I can find it. I'm in a group text with a broker office. They got about 40 agents in their office, and I'm one of two lenders. I crush that lender when they ask a lender question. And so I'm telling my secrets now. So they'll ask a question. It's like, hey, I have a question about USDA loan. Look, here's one like Fannie Mae variable income, gift funds from VA, Fannie Mae income guidelines. So let's just say this was one I did. I don't even know when I did it. Partnership income. Oh, look at that. So it was like how to do the partnership income, and I had requested it. Well, on this Facebook page that I'm on, this private page, they ask lending questions, and the other guy is so generic in his responses, and I'm very detailed in the response. And so I go to ChatGPT, I copy and paste the question that they're asking, and then I paste the ChatGPT answer into it, and it's very detailed. And I can tell you that the agents that I have gained since I started doing that in that one office alone, just because I look like I'm so experienced and I'm such an expert in my field and very detailed, it comes across very different. So I've been able to gain agents just from that one tactic. So that was kind of cool. I love that. So, okay. So I'm getting off track. So let's go. What is this? Can we do here? So ChatGPT, I can go to me and I can go, hey, so here's this part that I created right here. And I can ask it really anything I possibly want to ask. I can ask, I can role play with it. It can help me brainstorm. It can really do anything I want it to do. So I did a video this morning, and my weekly video newsletter was about bridge loans. And so I recorded the video, and then I send the newsletter out on Fridays. But on the newsletter, I wanted to give a couple of things. So I just said, "What is a bridge loan?" And I just asked the question, and it gave me all these details. Now I could copy and paste it, put it in my newsletter just like that, or I could take pieces of it, or I could ask it to change. I'd be like, can you give me a shorter explanation? And let's see what it gives me. So say, I really don't like that one. It was too long. I want it to be a little bit shorter. Bam, there you go. Now I have a shorter explanation. I'd be like, I like that, but I want a longer version. This is going to be posted on social media. You rewrite this for me. And I just tell it whatever I want it to do. So now it's going to rewrite it as I wanted to post on social media, and then it would tell me whatever I want. So here's the key with what you do with this information is you need to be very, very specific. So somebody give me a question that you want me to ask, or something that's going on. Maybe it's with an agent or something that's happening right now. Somebody throw something at me that you want me to ask it right now, and I'll do it because I'll tell you how to do it. No one?
Could I use rents to offset my payment?
And you want to respond to a realtor or a buyer?
Buyer.
So look how I wrote that down. I am a loan officer. Now, ChatGPT knows me, but as I get going through this, right, they know I'm a loan officer, but sometimes they'll word it and it'll be in the context like I'm the buyer. They get it backwards. So I want to be very specific on who I am and who my audience is. Okay. So absolutely, you can use rental income to offset your mortgage payments. It's common strategy for many homeowners, blah, 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 blah. And here's how it works. So there you go. And then guess what, Mary?
You sound so smart.
I know. Copy and paste it, send it in the email, and call it a day. And I probably saved you 15 minutes of you typing it and trying to figure it out, right?
It's creepy, but fabulous.
Yes. All right, cool. All right, so that's just one thing, right? Is replying to clients. Like I'll have a client that sends me an email. I'll copy and paste the email because I'm like, I am not about to type a big old long freaking email response when ChatGPT can do it for me. I kind of glance over it, take out a few things, throw it in there. I've also do it for email templates. So I'm going to stop sharing here for a second. So I also use it for email templates. So like, hey, the client's under contract, create a under contract email template. Now, I have one that I currently use, but I import it into there and I'm like, hey, can you make this sound a little bit better? Because I get a little clunky. I'm not English major by any means. I am finance and I know numbers, but I am not anything good when it comes to English. That was my mom. She had to write the papers for me to get through college because that was not me. So that's how I did it. But now ChatGPT is my English major because now it puts it into the format that makes sense for a lot of people. So, but it saves a lot of time too. So even if you're an English major, totally cool, but save yourself some time, use some ChatGPT. The more I use my ChatGPT, the more it learns me. So like when I first started using ChatGPT, sometimes I would like, hey, write a social media post and put my website on there. Well, I'd have to tell it what my website was. Now it just learns, like it just knows what my website is because I've told it so many times, right? What that I want to be in there, it'll just do it. Another thing would be is when you do a post, like if you ask a question like Mary, I just asked the question that Mary wanted. Now, if Susan wants a different question, right, I would start a new chat. Don't keep going through the same chat because it's reading what we've been going through. So when you saw me scrolling on that left, that was because I started a new chat every time I want a new subject because I want it to start fresh. I don't want it to start thinking, well, why are you talking about rent income with buyers? And now I'm doing a social media post for something else and they're not the same. It's not going to understand that it's something new and totally different. So just start a new post. Only thing I don't think I really like about ChatGPT is I can't organize my questions. Like I would love to be able to go, like Mary just talked about rent. So the next time a client says something about rent, I could go to her post, but it's going to be so far down because I'm using it every day, all the time, that I can't organize it. So that's the only downside that I could think to it. But it's so easy just to ask the question again. It's like just ask it. So that's probably one of the things I don't like about it. One day I think they'll come up with some new stuff. So we'll see. It'll happen. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that complains. Okay. Any questions on that? Does that kind of give you a basic overview of how to use it and what you can do for it? Okay, cool. Another thing it can do, and I'm going to share with you, is it can analyze data. So I have this data analyst here, right? So I just added a ChatGPT for data analyst, and I can take any like I'm going to take right now, I have a list of a few agents that are in Hunt County here. Okay. So actually I have it up right here. So this is a list of real estate agents. This is the buy side transactions that they've done in this county. And so I pretty much got rid of anybody that didn't do more than 5 deals. So in this county, there was 28 agents that did it. And I said, so sometimes this data could be 100, 200, you can have anything you want. So we're just going to do this for an example. So as you can see, the buy side's 9, 5, 7, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that sheet and I'm going to say, can you sort this by buy side number? So here's the current one that we just saw. And I'm asking it to sort this Excel spreadsheet for me and analyze it and give me the buy sides. So now it just sorted on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So now I have this data analyzed how I wanted to analyze it. So I told it what I wanted to do. I could do anything I want with that, but I just want you to see it does. If you upload documents into it, it will analyze that for you. The other thing it will do is if I upload a picture, let's do a picture. So this is my video post that I did this morning. So yep, let's use that one. So this is, can you explain what this means? I don't know what this is going to give me. but let's see what it does. So this was my video I recorded. So this is my little thumbnail that I did on it. Oh, look at that. Look at all the cool stuff I'm getting. So like that was very generic what I just threw in there, and look at the whole thing I'm getting on this. So this is all I did. I took this picture, uploaded it, and it gave me a whole like example explanation of what that means. So you can upload, right, anything in there that you wanted to do like that. And so just like this, I would take and I would go back to a new one. And then that same one, I actually did this. Let's see if it gives me. So this is if I was to upload it to YouTube, I'd say, hey, give me a YouTube description for this video. And so it's reading it, and then it's going to shoot something out at me. There's my YouTube post right there. See how like it's got my stuff in here now. Oh, look, it even attached some articles. And then I literally would copy and paste it. So I go to my YouTube. I did this earlier, but I might switch. So these are the two, I record two videos, one for this week and one for next. So here's the video. And here's my post I did earlier, but I might switch it because I really liked that one that it just did. So watch this. Edit. That's how I get stuff done around here. Just do it right now. Okay, I just updated my YouTube. So that's how, just example this morning, how I did one YouTube, and then how this one, I got something different as far as the content, but I uploaded this photo and I didn't do that earlier. So the content that I got was better now because I uploaded the picture than this morning when I did it. I just told it what to say. So I got better information now than I did this morning. Cool. All right. Here is the last thing that I have. So everybody smile real quick because this is my social media stuff that I'm doing. So everybody smile. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. So let's go to ChatGPT on our phone. So I have my same ChatGPT. I have the app on my phone. And so there's something I can do on my phone that I don't really have the option to do on the computer. So this is something that's more new too, but let's see if you can see. See that those headphones looking things right there? So let's ask ChatGPT and let's talk to it. Cool? Hi there. I'm doing a presentation for loan officers, and I'm talking about ChatGPT. What are the basic 3 things that the loan officers should know and how to use ChatGPT in their everyday business? Well, y'all can hear this. And now it's going to make me a liar. Hi, ChatGPT. It's going good, thank you. I am doing a presentation right now live with loan officers about ChatGPT. Can you give me the top 3 things that you would like the loan officers to know and how to use ChatGPT in their business every day? You can't hear it?
Again, It can assist with market research and data analysis. Whether you need to summarize the latest market trends or pull specific data points, ChatGPT can provide concise and relevant information to keep you informed and ahead of the game. Lastly, ChatGPT can enhance customer service. It can help you provide instant answers to frequently asked questions, schedule appointments, and even offer personalized loan product recommendations based on client needs. Incorporating these features into your daily routine can improve efficiency, provide better service, and keep you well informed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
If you need any help or have any questions,
Okay, stop.
feel free to
No,
ask.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you can talk to ChatGPT. You can use that in instead of like old bimbos, we used to do in our iPhone, things like that. You could use ChatGPT because then it will give you the bullet points, right? And give it to you in writing as well. So those things that I just did now can give it to me in writing so I don't forget, and it does it all for me. If you use a voice memo on your iPhone, you only have it on the voice. It doesn't transcribe it to a printed typed in that I know of anyways, but I haven't used voice memos in a while. So, but you can use Chat GPT. So if I just finished a realtor appointment and I'm walking out, I get in the car, I can go in real quick, talk to Chat GPT while it's fresh from my brain, the bullet points, whatever their wants and needs were, right? Whatever it is, I can do it right then. And then it would bring it to me in a typed up version. If I was going to do it, I would use it sometimes as a recap for clients. So if I'm having a conversation with a client, I can record myself real quick in Chat GPT, and then it will allow me to do a recap email. How many of us do recap emails to clients because they don't always remember anything that we tell them, right? So I would throw that in there real quick, and then it would spit it out and type it up for me in a recap. So then it's just saving me time. I mean, that's really the biggest thing, is saving me time. When Rebecca asked me to do this, I was in Sacramento a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Girl, you have to use Chat GPT. What are you doing?" And then so that's why I'm here today, is because I was all about it and showing her all the cool stuff. So, anyways, so that's the presentation I got on Chat GPT. I'm open to questions now, so let's go. Question away. Anybody also have anything cool to share that maybe I don't know, because I'm not an expert. I just know enough to be dangerous in this. So here I am.
Jenay, so you know how you put in the Excel sheet and it got the information from that? Could you put in a video and be like, "Hey, can you give me the topic for this video and 3 bullet points?" Okay, that's really cool.
Yes, you can. And I do that. So, because when I set up my account, I uploaded videos. So, like, I would upload. Sometimes I've done that when I do my weekly newsletter videos. I'll just I upload the videos, and I'm like, give me the 3 things on it, and it'll tell me.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Good question. Anybody else? Anybody got anything to share with me that maybe I didn't know?
Hey, Jenay, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any way to connect it up to an auto text system to where, like, the bigger companies can have auto responses?
No, not yet. I would love to have that. I reached out to marketing as well in that regard. So like one of the things I was doing is I put an ad on Facebook, and I wanted to be able to link it so that it could respond really quick and I could just like pull it over. But we don't have capability yet to do that. But I did ask that question, Ron, but not yet that I know of, unless somebody else has some workaround that I don't know.
It's got to be coming.
It's coming. It's coming. And I know Todd's all over it. He sent that that email out. One of his updates was that last week, and it was his AI. It was AI talking, but it was his voice. And so it was pretty cool. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch Todd's video from last week, because it was basically Todd talking, but it wasn't Todd. Cool. Did everybody learn something? Is anybody going to not use Chat GPT after this?